Hey there, YTPC. It's your boy Cosmo, Cat Dad Piper. Hope you're having a great day or a great weekend, wherever you're finding this. Coming to you from an early Friday evening. Nice here in Iowa today, partly cloudy. Sun's still out though. About 72, 73 degrees. Very gentle breeze. Going back to basics, having a Missouri Meerschaum. I believe this is a Washington. Kind of the basic baseline cob pipe. Smoking some good old Carter Hall. Haven't had it in a while. But this video I'm putting up is a little shout out or a VR for our buddy Pipe and a Pour. If you're not familiar with him, go check out his channel. Great guy, kind of like his angle to a lot of his videos where he's pairing beverages like bourbon or whiskey with a pipe. So good stuff. But he's doing a little GAW, so I thought I'd do a VR. Has a nice gift that I'd actually really like. So, but it's a celebration of a few different things for him. It's his birthday celebration, his 1 year YTPC anniversary, and also going over 500 subs. So, like I said, great guy, great channel. Clearly, if he's gotten over 500 subs in just a year, so congratulations, well done. But what drew me to his little GAW, and besides the prizes, of course, is he had a couple really fun questions. They're kind of twists on ones you hear a lot. First one, weirdest pipe you have, why, show it off, etc. And the worst smoke you've ever had. So kind of the good and the bad, or the weird and the bad. So let me get a little more of this going. Drink a little water. And we'll show you the pipe. And you might have seen this pipe if you saw my last video or two. I featured it. The last VR I did. We're going to talk about it a little bit more. So it's a bit of a Franken pipe at this point. And so my math is wrong. I was thinking 6 or 7 years. But time flies. And it's been probably about 10 years ago when I rented a house with a couple guys. We had like an enclosed front porch and we would smoke the hookah. But a couple of friends of mine also had like briar pipes. So that got me interested in that. So I went to the local tobacco shop, which is more of a liquor store than anything because it's near the college campus. And I picked up this really small bent Peterson for about $25-30. Didn't think that was too bad. Kind of, I don't know why, just had a bad opinion of cob pipes because they look disposable. In a way they are, but I want like a legit pipe. So I got this little Peterson. Ordered some tobacco online. Started getting into the hobby, but didn't really get into it because I didn't find the YTPC. And, sorry, I'm kind of going on tangents here. And didn't really have my method. Didn't know how to pack a bowl at all. I was just jamming it in the pipe bowl. Didn't light it enough, lit it too much. Just wouldn't stay lit. I had it packed way too tight is the main thing. But I started looking on eBay for different pipes, and I don't know if I looked for a state pipe, briar pipe, what it was. Found this one that I came across. And so there's a third pipe I had. The first pipe was one I never smoked because it was my grandpa's. But, so I found this pipe. I thought it looked unique. It still does look unique. And knowing back then, I probably spent between $40 and $50 for it. I thought that was probably expensive in my mind back then, but also reasonable. So let me show it off here. This is maybe my favorite pipe because you also don't see a whole lot of them. It's this pipe here. I've showed this off before. Now it had a black stem, but a couple years ago when I found out about the freehand or the forever stems, I picked up this blue swirl stem. I actually got it for a different little pipe, and it didn't fit very well for that. So I got this blue stem because I love blue, but this is a see here, I thought there was a number on it, and then I looked at it more the other day. But this is a Molina pipe, and it's a Molina Pisa. There's not a whole lot of them around. I like that it's kind of a larger bowl to hold on to. It's probably the thickest as far as bowl width or thickness, the thickest I've seen. I like how it's both round and square, and it kind of cascades down. And you see that with like the different layers of the carving. So I don't think this is a machined pipe. I think this is a Molina like hand carved or freehand pipe. And I just love the weight and size of this bowl. I love that it's a bigger bowl. And I love how thick it is, because you can pack this sucker full of Virginias, which tend to get a little warmer, and your hand doesn't get warm at all. Not the slightest. You can have this thing turning into a bonfire. Your hand will stay cool. And it's just a great pipe. I love it, I love it, I love it. Like I said, favorite pipe, especially with the added stem. I still have the old stem somewhere. But you don't see this type of shape or carving very often. I think there's a listing for one of them on eBay right now for like $100. It looks just like this. But there's very little known about the Molina Pisa. If you know some more about it or find out more about it, email me that information. I'm curious, but I haven't found much. So that's the weirdest pipe, just because it's very unique. I got it in a time when I didn't know what pipes were. And then I Frankensteined a stem on it. So now where's tobacco? There's some tobaccos that maybe I just haven't been a fan of. Or worse smoke, I guess is a question. Haven't been a fan of, haven't, like, not a bad flavor, just not for me. For example, Captain Black Grape, which is recently restocked. It has a cult following, but it's like grape Kool-Aid or grape bubble yum, I think, more so. The hint of Dimetapp. I don't mind grape flavor, like that fake candy grape flavor, but it's never going to be a 1st through 10th choice. Even other fruit flavors, mango, peach, cherry, raspberry, blueberry, apple, all of those come before grape. Watermelon even will come before grape. So that one's not for me, but it's by far not the worst tobacco I've ever had. So a couple of years ago, and if you've been a friend of the channel for a while, first of all, I appreciate that. You may remember my friends, local friends, Eagle Talon Piper and Mrs. Talon Piper. They picked a couple cheap pipes and a couple cheap pouches of tobacco from the local store. Our local store doesn't have anything. If you're lucky, you might find half-half and Captain Black Original, and that's about as good as it gets. Otherwise, that big bulk value brand. So we went to the cookout, and Mrs. Eagle Talon picked up this pipe tobacco. For what reason, I don't know. But, except for it's cheap. It was very cheap. It was Largo menthol pipe tobacco. I mean, pipe tobacco. To be honest, it's more of a roller-owned cigarette tobacco, I think. And that might have been the most disgusting tobacco I've ever had. But you know what? I actually smoked it and did a video, if you may remember or not, because this was a couple years ago. I made a video of me smoking and trying worst smoke I've ever had. I will leave the link down below for that video in the channel. It's maybe 5 minutes to see how bad it is. Because that tobacco, not pipe tobacco, it's a travesty. And I'll go into further detail in the video. But it went, when I was done, immediately in the trash. And I didn't smoke that pipe. And I did a cop pipe. I was smart to do that, I think. I didn't smoke that pipe for a couple weeks to let it air out. And then I gave it like 5 or 6 treatments of Carter Hall to help clean it up. But absolute terrible tobacco. I'd go on and on about it, but I've already done that in the video. Go check it out. It's entertaining. I think it's funny. So anyways, there's my answers. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Piping and pour. Keep doing what you're doing. Congratulations again. And as always, thanks for watching. God bless. We'll see you soon.